A trial without jury began today in the courtroom of Justice Herbert Lord in Orange Walk Town in the northern session of the Supreme Court. The trial is against Osmar Sabido, the man accused of killing Christy Carrasco in February 2011. Love News was in Orange Walk today, and Hipólito Novello has that story.
Christy Carrasco died at a young age of 21. She was stabbed to death on the night of February 28, 2011 outside her home in San Lorenzo housing site in Orange Walk Town. 5 years after her death, the trial to convict the man who allegedly killed her began today. Osmar Sabido, who is in his mid-20s, has been behind bars since he was charged for her murder. Sabido, who was Carrasco's common-law husband at the time, is accused of killing her in a jealous rampage. In the morning session of the trial, 2 witnesses were called to the stand, Gian Faber and Handa Cabranes. Both of them responded to the stabbing incident that night. Cabranes, in tears, recounted assisting Carrasco to the back of the police mobile as they rushed her to the Northern Regional Hospital that night. Faber recounted seeing Sabido stab Carrasco once. Defense attorney Oscar Salgado is representing Sabido pro bono.
Dion Faber did say he saw. He did say, as a matter of fact, he did say he saw. I stand corrected on that. He is the only person who said he saw the defendant Osmar Sabido took a swing in a swinging motion, stabbed the deceased once. But there were 4 wounds to the deceased. So it was only Dion Faber's eyewitness evidence that he saw Osmar Sabido stabbing the deceased once that is before the court. Everything is circumstantial as to how she suffered the other 3 injuries.
Reports at the time were that Sabido had the intention to light the house on fire and let both of them burn to death. This reportedly prompted Carrasco to run out for help. Sabido followed her and allegedly stabbed her. However, Salgado told Love News that his client is now claiming self-defense.
He was in fact acting in self-defense. He was the person who was attacked, and that in fact he was so provoked in those circumstances when he acted in self-defense that he lost control, temporary control of his entire emotions and his being.
And consequently stabbed Christy Carrasco.
And so that will be what the defense will be putting forward. As I said, I don't want to show my entire hand, but the defense is not contending that my client was not there. The defense will be contending that in fact he acted in self-defense and that he was so provoked that what happened was as a result of extreme provocation and self-defense, a combination of the 2.
Salgado says he is confident of the case he has built up for his client.
This case has been overdue. 5 years is unacceptable for anybody to be locked up on a mere allegation. A man is innocent until proven guilty. So again, the administration of justice in Belize might take time, but I am convinced that the wheels of justice in Belize turn slow, but it turns sure. Before I take on any case, I look at the evidence that is before me. And there will be times, and there have been times, that the evidence has been very strong. In this particular case, like I said, the evidence is circumstantial, most of it, and that I am convinced, I have been convinced by my client that in fact he acted in self-defense, that he was extremely provoked. And because this case is being conducted by a judge alone without a jury, the judge sits as a judge of the fact and of the law. It will be then my ability to convince the judge as tribunal of fact that in fact what Osmar Sabido will say on the stand is the truth. He was the only person that knows, beside the deceased, what really took place. And that even if he had in fact swung out at the deceased, he did so as a result of being extremely provoked and in self-defense.
The prosecution was represented by Crown Counsel Javier Chand. The trial will continue tomorrow and is expected to be concluded on Monday. Reporting for Loud News, Hipólito Novello.